Got Hauser. Snaps it back to Nico, who gets it to a wide open Caleb. He'll step back for three. He knocks down another one. Oh, they're about to have nightmares of this man. His third made 3 and 4. Uses a screen, back to Tyler, pump fake. Tatum flies by, gets it into Bam on the no look. And the up and throw down right at the rack for Bound.
Yeah. It's the best playmaking you've ever done.
What they do, y'all? What's good? It's the Heat Hour on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm your host, Ajani, the Heat fan on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. You guys know what we do here. We talk basketball like none other. And like we told y'all, and like I've been telling y'all, my Miami Heat is something serious, and y'all keep playing with us. But we just showed Boston what we about. Y'all keep playing with us though. But y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, especially if you're a Heat fan, because we're about to do this big time for the Heat, because we about to make a run for the playoffs, y'all. I told y'all the playoffs are different. It's a different animal. We came out rolling last night. We got a chance to get the steal in Boston. They are hurting. Now we got another game Saturday evening at 6 p.m. on our home floor where we are up, but we can get a chance to go up. Right now, we basically took home court advantage from them, so let's see what we can do on Saturday afternoon. But last night's game was epic. As y'all saw, the Heat was just incredible. We did so many great things last night. So today's show, we're going to break down the Heat's game. We're going to give them the grade. You know how we do it here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. So y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to become a member of the channel. You also know you can catch us on Facebook, Discord, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. We talk the GOAT conversation. We talk basketball, and we're talking the Miami Heat. So today's show, yes, it's about the Miami Heat. So all my Heat fans, y'all check in, because we are doing the Heat Hour. It's going to be every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It won't be this Monday because we got a game this Monday. But you can check right here on GOAT James Kingdom, and we're going to be talking about the Miami Heat. And so far, y'all, we are looking good. I feel good. The playoffs, exactly what I thought it would be. There is nothing to fear. We are the Heat. We got everything laid out for everybody. We ain't got nothing to fear. We out here doing our thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ajani, the GOAT James Kingdom half that represents the Miami Heat. I'm a big-time Heat fan, and my boys looked good last night. Thank you for joining me on this special afternoon as I'm doing a special breakdown of what our Heat did yesterday against Boston. It was a great victory by us, so shout out to them boys. We are doing it big time. Everybody knows what it's about here. It's all about the Heat.
Go Heat, let's go Heat, I the Heat, I the Heat.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. It is the Heat Hour on the GOAT James Kingdom platform, so thank you for joining me. We're going to break down the Miami Heat and what they did against Boston. You guys know what I do. I'm going to grade everything from the coach to the three key players, and obviously the whole team grade. So thank you for joining me again. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber to the channel. If you want to speak with me, let me know. I'll put the link up and we can talk about the Miami Heat, because it is the Heat Hour right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. So without further ado, we're going to get to Coach Spo. Okay? A+. That's right. A+. A+. We found out today that Coach Spoelstra is 10-3 after Game 1 losses in the playoffs. That shows you again that Coach Spoelstra and the system that we have in Miami and what we do in Miami, it's a winning culture. It's a winning culture. Forget what Gilbert Arenas said. It's a winning culture. That's why we were able to get people like Shaquille O'Neal, because they understood there is a winning culture in Miami. LeBron came because he understood that there is a winning culture in Miami. Jimmy Butler showed up because he knows there's a winning culture in Miami, and that's what the Heat culture is. It's all about winning. It ain't about whether you're a star player or not. You don't need to be a star to contribute to winning the game of basketball. You just need to know how to play the game and play like a team. And y'all can see we play like a team. Miami's the true epitome of playing like a team. And the fact that y'all don't think Bam and Tyler Hero are stars It's your problem, not ours. Because they're stars. They can do it night in and night out. And they're gonna have to in the playoffs, and we're gonna see it. But Spo showed up, man. Spo did his thing, man. Shout out to Spo, right? He talked about how that we shot a lot of threes in game one, that he didn't think he wanted us to shoot that much. Well, we shot a lot, we made a lot. We had a franchise record, 23 three-pointers made in the playoffs. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, that's what it's going to take to beat Boston, for you guys to play perfect basketball and to shoot your lights out. Well, hey, who says we can't do it? Who says we can't? We got shooters. We got a system that allows them to get their shots. Everybody can hit the three on the Miami Heat. I just found out yesterday, what's it called, that Highsmith that I've been hating on, it's been shooting 40% from three-point land this year. I didn't even realize that. Because I wasn't even looking at the Heat stats like that this year. I was just watching the games. And from watching the games, yeah, he was hitting some threes, but I didn't know he was that efficient. So everybody's hitting threes. We got nothing but shooters on our team. And we have a game plan and a system that allows those shooters to be shooters. So we're going to be deadly throughout the playoffs without Jimmy Butler. We don't need Terry. We didn't even have Terry. We never had Terry. So we don't need him. So Spoelstra did a great job, because from front end to back end, he was all over the place. You see what I'm saying? So he said, you hate. No, it's not hating on Locksmith, Doug. You should come and join me, Doug. We should have a good show, Doug. I'm not hating on Locksmith. I just didn't realize how good he shoots from the three-pointer this year. He was really hitting his shots. He's great. He's definitely a defender. You know I love defenders. That I love about Highsmith. But it was the fact that he was taking some threes that were wide open and he was missing them as of recently. And throughout the season when I was watching the Heat, I didn't really see him, again, he doesn't take that many shots per game. He takes about 2 threes per game. But he makes them. So we looking real good. Yeah, we looking real good. No, we need T-Row. We needed a ball handler. You ain't lying there. We need a point guard. But is Terry that guy? You see what I'm saying? Is Terry that guy? Is he coming back? He has a neck injury. I don't even know if he's coming back. Can we rely on him? That's the thing. It's playoff mode. We got to keep going right now. We can't be thinking about when we getting Jimmy back, when we getting Rozier back. You saw Tyler Hero ball last night. So you see Spo got an A, right? Doug, you should come to my YouTube channel, the GOAT James Kingdom channel, bro. Come to the YouTube channel, bro. Subscribe, and I'll send you the link, and we can talk. Actually, I'm about to put the link up on Facebook, so you can come and join me. We can have some fun if you're available. I don't know what you're doing, but let's get this right, Spoelstra. Oh, you was at the Knicks game. What Knicks game? Which Knicks game was that? I wasn't at that Knicks game. I went to a Knicks party. I went to a Knicks party. Yeah, I went to a Knicks party. I didn't go to a Knicks game. I wish I did, though, because we won that night. That would have been fun. But I'm gonna put the link up on Facebook for you, Doug. But as y'all can see, I gave Spoelstra an A. So you agree with that, right, Doug? That's an A plus. That's a good thing, right? But we're gonna talk about Tyler, because Tyler was balling last night. You can't tell me he wasn't balling, Doug. Again, are we gonna get this from Tyler Hero again as far as playmaking and assists? No, but we ain't got that from Terry Rowe, like what you trying to say. We ain't get that from Terry Rowe, Doug. Doug, if you're available, hit that link. I just put it up on Facebook. It's available for you there. But we ain't getting that from Terry Rowe. Not at all. You see what I'm saying, Doug? So, but again, I put the link up. It's available if you want to catch me. We're right on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm also going live on my Facebook page, so you guys know what's up there. It's only for the Heat fans. This is Heat Hour right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. You guys know how we do here. We do it best like none other. We talk basketball. And my boy was balling last night. He took 13 shots, had 14 assists. Doug, that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. That is great. That is great for us. That's exactly what we need when we're talking about Terry Rozier. I mean, when we're talking about a point guard, we need somebody who's going to get us into our offense. And that's what Tyler Hero was able to do yesterday. He was able to go off with his shots, and he was able to go ahead and get everybody else involved in the offense. So Tyler Hero gets an A+ for his performance yesterday, because his performance definitely helped us, and we're gonna need more of this. We're gonna need more of this again. This is not just one game thing, y'all. This is not a one game thing. The Miami Heat can do this again. We can do this again. This is not a surprise that we're balling like this. Only to people who never watched basketball, who never watched the Heat play. Like my wife would say, you don't watch the Heat play. You see what I'm saying? This is what we do. Yes, it's the Heat Hour. Yeah, they're back again. They can't help themselves. They don't want to talk about basketball. But we talking about the Heat Hour. Shout out to you, Zero, man. You the best. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining me. Again, it is the Heat Hour. All right, I'm Ajani, the Heat fan, half of the GOAT James Kingdom platform, right? And we're talking about Miami Heat, right? And putting Boston on notice. We putting Boston on notice. You're right, Doug. He was terrific last night. Doug, I gave him an F in game 1. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the last show. I gave him an F. I didn't like the way he played. It's either you're going to be aggressive or you're going to be a playmaker. He wasn't aggressive, but he was a playmaker. But he was efficient and he was playing smart. That's the thing about Miami. We play team basketball. We make the right plays. And sometimes, like I was saying, us trying to make the right plays caused us to have some mistakes. We didn't have too many turnovers yesterday, even though they had the points off turnovers more than we did. We were still able to overcome all that because we were still efficient moving the ball. And everybody was hitting their shots yesterday. Everybody felt comfortable, man. Everybody felt comfortable. Yeah, that's right. It's the Heat Nation, man. Heat culture. Heat culture. So I'm giving Tyler Hero an A+. All right? He gets an A+ for what he did. Back in the day, you hated Spo. I did. You know I hated Spo real. You know I hated Spo, bro. And he still sometimes do some dumb stuff, but he's still a great coach. Look, Doug. It took him, what, 14, 15 years? You're talking about 2012, 2011 Spo. It's like 10 years ago. It's like 10 years ago. Zero said, I don't watch enough Heat basketball because I generally don't have the time, and I didn't know Tyler Hero can pass the rock like that. Listen, see, again, this is what we try to tell y'all about the game of basketball. We know everybody's not watching the games. I can tell you right now, I've probably watched about maybe 15 to 20 Heat games this year. I haven't watched all 60 Heat games. You see that I do Friday Night Exposure while the Heat are playing. So there's times I don't have cable to watch them, and I don't have a way to record them. So if I'm not actually watching them when they're playing, I really can't watch them play. But again, the stats tell you a lot that you need to know, right? And obviously, I've been watching my Heat, over 20 years now. Majority of my life, I've been watching the Heat. So I know what we do and I know what we're about. But I definitely do keep an eye on the games. So somebody say Boston winning 3 straight. Good. Get out of here. Go back to Beantown. Go back to Beantown with that nonsense. You see what I'm saying? All right, but you asked a good question there. Paul says, what is my all-time top 5 Heat? Well, you got to go with Wade, right? We got to go with Zoe. We got to go with UD, right? Those are the key players, right there. After that, it's kind of hard because you have players like Tim Hardaway, right? You have players like Bam. Bam is starting to become one of those guys. Like I tell people, Bam is about to be a Heat for life. We ain't got no worries about Bam. But if I had to say what the Heat was, the all-time Heat, the greatest players to ever play on the Heat, I don't count Shaq and LeBron because they didn't play long enough. It's Dwayne Wade. It's Lonzo Mourning. It's Udonis Haslem. Tim Hardaway. Man, and I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with Bam. Doug, am I bugging on this one, Doug? Who you thinking? Yes, Tyler Hero and pick and roll is deadly, Doug. You see that it's deadly. They don't have an answer for that. And my wife said something very funny about Boston. She said that KP is soft with a T, capital T, soft. So we're going to be able to take advantage. You know what I noticed between game 1 and game 2, and I'm quite sure you noticed it too, Doug, when when Bam had to get outside of the paint to guard KP, who's obviously a perimeter guy, he was always putting that step in, that stunt, and trying to swipe at the ball and clogging up the lanes and just, clogging up the dribbling lanes on top of that, which was causing Boston to be hesitant to drive or to hit the lanes as much as they like to. So we did a great job yesterday, man. That was a great job. Yeah, man. Udonis Haslem, bro. Udonis Haslem. You know what? I forgot to mention, you're right, Paul, Bosh. That's who I wasn't thinking about, Chris Bosh. So before I put Bam in there, we're going to put Chris Bosh in there, all right? So you got Shaq. Shaq only played 3 years with Miami. I think it was 2.5. Yeah, no, it was 3 years, 05, 06, 07, and he got traded in 08. So Shaq played 3.5 years. LeBron played 4 years. You got to have longevity, man. We are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Longevity matters. LeBron, as great as he was, he won us 2 championships. He's definitely the greatest player to ever play in a Miami Heat uniform. But he's not a top 5 Miami Heat guy. I'm sorry. I can't put him there. And I think a lot of Heat fans would agree with me on that one. So this is what the Heat Hour is about. You feel me? So I gave Tyler Hero an A. That was a good thing. Great game by Tyler Hero. Doug, you called it out. Tyler Hero's the man. Him and Bam on the pick and roll is going to be a problem. The dribble handoff's going to be a problem. And even the... I forgot what it was, who I was listening to today that was talking about how the Heat run this play where they basically create this misdirection with Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson and other shooters that completely throws teams off. But that's why Bam is the best player on the Heat. He really is the best player on the Miami Heat. The stats don't say it because he doesn't do all the things that people expect him to do. But this man has been giving us 20 and 10 for 2-3 years straight. This man's an all-defensive player, if not all-defensive first-team player. He should be Defensive Player of the Year. Forget Rudy Gobert. It should go to him. The way the Miami Heat's been able to survive and do what we've been able to do all year long. It's because of him. Everything we do is because of Bam. Bam gets an A+, and he was on fire in the second half on KP. He went off on KP. He was going over the left shoulder, going over the right shoulder, fadeaway mid-range, jab stepping, half spins, just doing all kinds of stuff. KP couldn't handle it. The Boston Celtics are in trouble. They're going to have to play an A game because people say, oh, y'all played a perfect game. Y'all not going to play like that again. Well, what did they do game 1? They played almost a damn near perfect game 1. You think they're going to give up? I mean, they're going to score like they did in game 1 throughout the series versus Miami? No. We got one of the best defenses in the league. You're not going to score on us that easily. We ran them off the three-point line like I said we had to do last time. We were more careful with the ball and actually getting off our shots and being aggressive when the shot was there. And everybody was hitting them. The only thing that I didn't see from game 1 to game 2 that I was hoping to see was us pushing the ball more. But I'm glad we didn't because we would have ended up turning over the ball trying to do that throughout the game. So the fact that we were able to not turn over the ball, be completely effective and efficient shooting the ball, Boston's in trouble. That means they're gonna have to watch us. They're gonna watch out. They're gonna make the adjustments because they're a good team. Be prepared for Boston to come out firing game 3. So Saturday night's gonna be a hot fire. It's gonna be a game for the ages. But we are the Heat, man. This is what we do. We do this all the time. This is nothing new. We do this all the time. If y'all don't know, Yep. And make sure we get to the game early, man. People been talking crap about us. We saw we had Boston leaving the game early, but let's get to the game early. It's Saturday. There's no excuse for traffic. We know how difficult it is to get to the stadium. I mean, to get to the arena. But let's get there early. You're right, Doug. We're gonna be good at home. And you brought up the key. You brought up the key guy, Doug. I was waiting for my man to show up. I was waiting for him to show up, and he showed up. And you know who that is? My boy Caleb Martin. My boy Caleb Martin. He finally showed up for me. And he showed up in big fashion, 5 of 6 from the three-point line, 21 points. You know he talks crap. You know they don't like him because he's a dog. He is a part of what we call Heat culture. This man works hard to be an NBA professional and be an NBA player for every minute that he earns on the basketball court. So that man is a part of the Heat culture. That's what we like. We like players that love to earn their position, earn their spot, earn their keep. He has earned his keep. We've been waiting for him. He was injured throughout the season. He played 60 games. He's back, and he's ready. and against Boston. They haven't faced a challenge all year. They've been cruising throughout the season. Can Boston answer? Can they come back firing? Like, we need to know. But I give A+. As y'all can see, everybody's getting an A+ after yesterday's game. He's my favorite Heat player. That's right, Doug. Hey, listen, I love me some Caleb Martin. No diddy. No diddy. That's my dog right there. He's a dog right there. He's a beast. If we can get his brother on the team, I'll take his brother as well. So we are gonna do a good job when it comes to this game on Saturday, because everybody's gonna be comfortable. We're back home. We know Boston's coming. We know what the deal is. We know what it's about. We're not afraid of Boston, but we know what it's about. That's my guy, no diddy. You know what I'm saying? We know what it's about. We definitely know what it's about. And I don't know why y'all so surprised we stole one in Boston. I don't know why y'all so surprised. Y'all got to stop thinking that this is the 1900s basketball where a star player is what you need to win. That shit is out the door. You need players on your team. Everybody can grab players. There's enough good players to create a good complement of roster. But the problem is that you guys sit here and think that if you pick up Kevin Durant, or if you pick up this person, or if we have Jimmy Butler, if you have some guy that you think is just some exclusive player, that's the only way a team could win. When guys like Bam is one of those type of guys. When guys like Hero is one of those type of guys. When guys like Maxey is one of those type of guys. There's a slew. When Jalen Brunson is one of those type of guys. You see what I'm saying? You guys sit here and think that it's all about one player. One player is going to be the reason. No, it's a team game. And in today's NBA, there's so many good players on rosters, and especially in the playoffs, because we're not talking about the regular season. All these teams right now, like I keep telling y'all, are good basketball teams. They have a good crew of guys. And they got maybe 4 to 5 guys on each team that can go off for 30 on any night. So it's a different NBA. You don't need that one star to take you there. You see Joker's able to take in by, like I tell people, by himself, but that's because he plays team basketball. It's not because Joker's legitimately dominant as far as statistical wise. He's going to give you the 30 and the 10 and the 10, which is great. But that's not like what y'all be talking about when y'all talking about players going for 40, 50 points to win playoff games. So it's a different NBA, and people like Caleb Martin and guys like Jaquez Jr., guys like Niko Jovic, they're all going to be able to help the Heat. What's good, Chad? What's good? Y'all know what it is, man. It's the Heat Hour. I'm your host, Ajani, the Heat fan of the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Y'all subscribe to the channel. I do this because I like the Heat. And we're actually expanding our content because, as you guys know, we do the GOAT debate. We celebrate LeBron James and his greatness, but we also celebrate basketball and the greatness of basketball. And today's basketball on top of that. All right? And how it's the greatest basketball era ever. We're watching the greatest basketball we've ever seen in our lives. Trust me, y'all. We ain't never seen no basketball greater than this. And my Miami Heat are right in the thick of it. Right in the thick of it. We are right in the thick of it. Y'all don't understand.
Go Heat. Let's go Heat. The Heat.
Alright, so let me put the link up for any one of my Facebook friends that want to come join me. So, and then I also put the link up for anybody that's also on the YouTube. Again, follow us on YouTube. We are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. We do this all the time. I'm going to continue to do new things. I come out live Fridays with the Friday Night Exposure. You know what I'm saying? Peace. What's good, Moose Talk? It's good to see you, man. What's good, bro? Appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. Again, it is the Heat Hour with Ajani. This is what I do. I talk about my Miami Heat because I'm a big-time Heat fan. And Mazzola, whatever his name is, he's hurting. He's hurting. You know why he's hurting? Because it's about to be Biscayne in June, y'all. It's about to be Biscayne in June. Y'all don't know what that means. That means that's when and where we have our parade for the NBA championship. Down Biscayne Boulevard and in the month of June. You see what I'm saying? So this is what we do. This is the Heat Hour. Thank you for joining me. So let's get to the team grade. The full team grade, you know, it's an A+. I mean, what can I say? It's an A+. We were that great. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. We were busting they behinds. No diddy. So Jaquez get a B, right? Jaquez get a B because he didn't have too much of an efficient game, but he still did his thing. He was aggressive. He was available on the defensive side of the floor. So and he's getting the experience. He's learning that hey, we can do this. We're a team. I got some guys that can help me. I got my brothers. We are truly a culture. Then we got Nicky Jovic. Jovic probably had his best playoff game. He had 9 rebounds, 6 assists. I think he had 2 or 3 steals. He's a beast on the defensive side because he's a 7-footer. And he's very athletic and mobile enough to cover space. You see what I'm saying? I like that kid. Him, Jaquez, Hero, Bam. That's the future. We don't have to worry about getting stars, man. We are the stars. Miami is the star. The culture, the Miami culture.
Go Heat. Let's go Heat. I the Heat. I the Heat.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't care what y'all say. Listen, my partner tell you this. Every year it's the Heat. It's the Heat versus Lakers. That's my finals prediction every year. The Lakers got the GOAT, and we the Heat. So we making it to the finals. We should have beat Denver last year. We really should have. But we're going to keep it down the line. Doug, they go your boy Locksmith. That's a good name for him, Doug. I like that name, Locksmith. Locksmith gets a B+. He was hitting his threes and everything yesterday. Shout out to Locksmith, man. That's Highsmith. You know what I call him, Doug? You know how I be messing people's names up. I call him Hightower. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Police Academy. It's a 1900s comedy. And what's his name? Too Tall Jones. They used to play, I think that's his name. Yeah, Too Tall Jones that played for the Dallas Cowboys played in that movie, and he was known as Hightower. And I always call Highsmith Hightower because his name is Hayward Highsmith. It just sounds better if I say Hightower. Then we got Duncan Robinson, who didn't shoot too well yesterday. He was 2 of 7 from 3. But he took his shots, and he was aggressive. I can't believe that we're watching Duncan Robinson put the ball on the floor and actually do something with it. That is actually that is so great. But he'll play better. Again, he got to see DeLon Wright. Doug, you can let me know a little bit about DeLon Wright. I don't know how great this guy is. You probably know a little bit better than me. Spoelstra seems to like him, and he seems to do his job. And he's actually a good shooter as well, so he helps spread the floor. Again, the thing about the Heat is all these guys got confident in their game and what they're supposed to do with the team. They all understand their role and what they're supposed to do. Then obviously Kevin Love didn't play that much because we didn't need him that much because we were playing so great on the whole side. Nobody took more than 13 shots on the Miami Heat. The entire team, there was no more than 19 shots. Bam was 9 of 13. I think what's his name was 8 of 13. Or 7 of 13. We were looking phenomenal, man. We were looking great. I can't wait. So as a team, we get an A+ because we played great. We whooped Boston in Boston, and we had them looking so hurt when they were leaving that arena. And then our boy Jimmy Butler started trolling them.
Fucking Jimmy Butler Day, bro. You bitches out there. Let's go Heat. I the Heat. I the Heat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is, ladies and gentlemen, it is great. It is great. What up, Punk? Punky, what happening, man? Us, the Heat, the Miami Heat, have a lot of experience in the playoffs, and we have one of the few teams that's 500 or better at home. People forget that. Yes, indeed. You right about that, sir. You right about that. And I think they were saying something about Boston's not really good at home, which I find weird because they won 64 games. But listen, let's not play around with Boston. They're a serious team. One thing I noticed with Boston, they're not really that deep. They don't run deep. They don't play past 8 players. So it's Horford, Hauser, and Pritchard that come off the bench. So if any one of the starting 5 is not playing well, like KP wasn't playing yesterday, they're not that deadly of a team, and that's what we have to be cautious of, though, because if they all are rolling on the right cylinders and they're all floating together, they're a deadly team. They're really the best team in basketball, but we are their nemesis. We are their kryptonite. The Miami Heat, they see this black and red, and for this playoff, the white Heat, and they get all scared and nervous and don't know what to do. They act like they never seen the Miami Heat before. Alright, yeah, I think Hero finally showing the world what the Heat saw in him and why they wouldn't trade him. Spo is good. He just might be underappreciated. You making some sense there, Chad. We did try to trade him. We've been trying to trade Tyler Hero because he has value. Now, mind you, we've been trying to trade him for what we would consider to be better players, right? Damian Lillard, we would consider to be a better player, at least what we thought before the season started. Right? I think, who was the other player that we were trying to get for Tyler Hero, if I'm correct? I can't remember right now. But we're always dangling Tyler Hero because he is a good player. And again, he's good. I heard that was one of the conversations that Udonis Haslem had with Tyler Hero. That he spoke to Tyler Hero before yesterday's game and told him, like, bro, this is your moment. This is your time. Like, you've been whooping on Boston since you were 20 years old. This is nothing new. You see what I'm saying? He was like, you were hurt last year. This is your time. He was like, we don't need, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, we were able to win without you last year. We could win without Jimmy this year. We don't really need Jimmy, but this is your moment. This is your time. You can do this. There's nothing to be afraid of. You know we can beat this team. So I think Udonis Haslem did help us and did boost us. So that definitely helps us out to have such a good veteran presence, like you said, in the experience like Udonis Haslem to help us out. That's why I believe if the Nuggets were to play the Celtics, yo, the hate for the Boston Celtics is hilarious, yo. Yo, what they do to it, man? You see what we doing here to it, man? It's the Heat Hour, man. You see my Heat, man? You see what we got Boston fans all nervous?
Go Heat. Let's go Heat. The Heat. The Heat.
They got them all nervous. That Boston don't know what to do. So as y'all can see, I gave the whole team an A+. So we'll go back to Spo. Spo gets an A+ for his coaching performance, getting us ready, having the right game plan, having everybody motivated, had everybody basically focused, eyes on the target. Everybody knew what they were supposed to do, and they all did their job. They all executed. Great job from Spo. Then obviously we know Tyler Hero was considered the player of the game because he did his thing. 14 assists, 24 points, completely dominating the game from front end to end, shooting his shot, getting the other players involved. Then we have Bam doing what Bam normally does, 21 and 10. He didn't do that great defensively as far as getting some steals and blocks, but we all know what he does defensively. His presence alone, his ball making, facilitating ability. Everything that he does for us is just the key. He's the anchor of our offense. He's the anchor of our defense. He got an A+. Then if we go to the guy who I considered the key player of the game, which was obviously Caleb Martin. I was waiting for a Caleb Martin game to show up. We had it. We got our game in Boston, which was great because they were talking crap about him after game one, which I believe motivated him going into game two because people were saying he was trying to be dirty. He was trying to play dirty. And if you guys pay attention to the NBA and you follow enough NBA sites, you would know that in that game one, there was a moment where Jason Tatum told the Miami Heat to stop crying out like bitches. Like, stop crying like bitches, just play the game. And then at the end, they were crying like bitches because supposedly this guy was trying to hurt Jason Tatum, which he didn't try to do. He was legitimately trying to box him out, and it was just a flunky situation. But Caleb Martin is my key player of the day, so shout out to Caleb Martin. He's represented, and overall, this is what the Heat did. We are the team to beat in the East, man. I keep telling y'all, we are going to make the NBA Finals. It will be a Heat and Lakers Finals. That's what it would be, and it will be Biscayne in June. Okay? That's when and where we celebrate our parade when we win our championship. That's what we do. That's what we do. Shout out to King John. Thank you for joining me. I know it's kind of early for me to do this, right? Because y'all know my household is a split household. It's a Heat and Knick household. So at 8 o'clock, well, not at 8 o'clock. The Knicks play at 7:30. And I got to get ready to watch the Knicks play. And then I got to get ready for the Lakers tonight. So I decided to do this a little bit earlier to get a chance. Yes, Chad, the Lakers. The GOAT is playing. The GOAT. This is GOAT James Kingdom. You should know that by now, sir. You already know that. That's why you're safe in the comments. Yeah, Doug. You're right, Doug. We got to. Again, I think we know that. I don't think we're gonna lapse. I think it's gonna feel good to come home. So guys are gonna get a chance to woosah some of this and get ready for the game. But I do think we're gonna come out strong. But don't be don't be surprised if Boston comes out firing. And this is the funny thing. Tatum and Brown played well yesterday. They really did. They actually played really, really good. But they needed a little bit more. They didn't have that help that they had in game one with players like Hauser hitting threes. Pritchard was playing well. Obviously Porzingis took advantage of the mismatches that he had that he didn't take advantage of last night. So let's hope we can correct that, because we don't need Tyler Hero guarding Porzingis at the free throw line. That's not going to help us out at all. Yeah, Zero. My wife is not from New York. She's a Knick fan. It's the weirdest thing in the world. She's a Knick fan. Yes, she's a Knick fan. I am a Heat fan. And that's a conundrum. That's a conundrum in my household. But I still love her, and she does her best to rep her Knicks. She's actually more of a Knick fan than I'm a Heat fan. If I can say if there's anybody that's truly a fan of a team that I know that's a really fan of a team, she's one of those people. And my boy Doug, man. Shout out to you, Doug. Doug's always been a big-time Heat fan from day one. Doug was there since the Cycling days. Doug can tell you the starting lineup of the Miami Heat in the 1988-89 inaugural season. I guarantee you he can say it. The 88 season. The 88 season. Doug can tell you that shit. So again, y'all, it is Biscayne in June because that's what we do. We the Miami Heat. All right? So y'all know I'm Ajani. All right? Like, I'm known as the exposer because I expose MJ fans and GOAT James haters for not knowing how to talk basketball. But this show is not about that. It's the Heat Hour with Ajani. I'm the Heat fan. I rep the Heat to the fullest. I've been a big-time Heat fan. I've been there, done that. I'm going to be going live every Monday, 8 Eastern, to talk about the Miami Heat. I want to build a Heat fan club, a Heat fan base, so that we can all find a good place to talk about the Heat and truly be able to understand what the Heat do on a night-to-night basis. So if you love basketball, subscribe to the channel. All right? Don't be afraid to become a member of the channel as well. Because if you become a member of the channel, you'll be able to get available to special perks that I will be dropping for Heat fans. Because I got to keep the content more pertaining towards what we normally do, but I will be dropping a lot of Heat content to our members. So, become a member of our channel, become a subscriber, check me out every Monday night, right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel. I also go live on Friday nights, where I just expose basketball fans in general and just talk about the greatness of basketball. And I also, like I told you, because we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform, we also go live Sunday noon Eastern to talk about GOAT James, most likely the Lakers this Sunday. All right, you can join me and my partner, B. Lee, the sports analyst. As I told y'all, I'm Ajani, the exposer. We go live on Sunday noon Eastern time. But like I told y'all, that is not today's show. Today's show is the Heat Hour. It is right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform, y'all. This is what we do, man. We're going to do this every Monday, and I'm going to do this every the day after the Heat play. I'm doing a post-game grade so that y'all can see how good our team was. All right? So we can talk about how great our team was. All right? So today's show was about Mazzola. And the Boston Celtics now being called the Meltics, because they weren't able to hold fort at home. They lost home court advantage as the number one seed and the number one team in the NBA. That's because they had to go up against the Heat. So that's their problem. But again, y'all, it was great having y'all. I'm actually gonna get up out of here because, like I said, I gotta get ready for the Laker game. And obviously, The playoffs tonight. It is playoff. If you're a basketball fan, you should be excited. But again, we are also on Discord, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm actually going live now on Facebook, so shout out to all of my Facebook friends and family. Thanks y'all for joining me here. It is great to see y'all come up here. Again, I am Ajani the Exposer. I truly don't care about your opinions. I do what I do best, and that's talk the game of basketball. Because that's what this platform is centered around. It's centered around basketball and basketball fans. So if you are a basketball fan, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a member of the channel. Appreciate that, Chad. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. So again, y'all, it's been a great night. It is the Heat Hour with Ajani on the Friday night exposure. I leave y'all with peace and blessings. Y'all stay up. Y'all know what we do. This is the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm Ajani the Exposer. This is GOAT James Kingdom.
Hey, put this one in the books. It's over. It's a wrap.
Go Heat. Let's go Heat. I the Heat.